how leaders turn difficult conversations into breakthroughs. Now, if you missed last week's show, part 1 of Holding Difficult Conversations, you can listen to it right here on Talk Network Radio. Now, speaking of brain science, right, as 21st century leaders, we could all benefit from having more of our brain at play, right? Now, you know that I love the arts, and did you know that the arts is just one of the ways we can actually have more access to more parts of our brain, which means more parts of who we are. I know that's a whole nother show, isn't it? Maybe someday I'll do a show on the arts and the brain, or the arts and leading, how leaders who understand and who draw on their artistry can actually tap into more of their capacity as human beings, and therefore more of their capacity as leaders. Wouldn't that be lovely? Okay, that maybe someday all parents would help their children learn the power of the arts to develop them more fully, more completely as human beings. You know, the task of the artist and the task of leaders, whether we're talking about leaders in our family, leaders in our work context, or in our community, or any kind of context, the task of the artist and the task of the leader is actually one and the same. Now, just what task are we talking about? Well, I thought you'd never ask, right? So that task is to release our resistance. That task is to release our resistance, to surrender ourselves to what wants to be born in us and through us, right? To simply surrender to what wants to come in through our marriages, our friendships, our families, our communities, what wants to come in and through our teams and into our organizations and beyond. Art is such an amazing and powerful resource, an amazing and powerful ally, if we just open our hearts and our minds. Art can help and guide and support us in how we lead and also in how we live. Now, if you missed last week's show or any part of this week's broadcast, you can listen to the recording at your convenience. You can even listen to it on the go, right? So check us out here at talknetworkradio.com/legacyliving.html. talknetworkradio.com/legacyliving. That's LEGACYLIVING, all one word smushed together, .html. Now, you can also find me on iTunes, SoundCloud, Alexa, and many, many other places. Before I sign off today, I want to thank each of you for tuning in to today's show, and for allowing me to share just a bit about my journey with what legacy living is all about. Not just living and learning, but living and learning and serving, so that you make a difference in your own life and in the lives of others. It's about being on purpose, right? Being on purpose. Every single day, 365, 24/7. Legacy living is just one of the many ways to make your life count. Before I sign off on today's show, I want to thank you for joining me here today. I'm your host, Dr. Gloria Burgess, and this has been Legacy Living, Make Your Life Count. Won't you join me again next week right here on Talk Network Radio for another show of Legacy Living? Don't just count the days in your life. Make the days in your life count. At the end of the day, that's what legacy living is all about. Have a fantastic day, and remember, make the days in your life count. God bless you. That's our show today. I'm your host, Dr. Gloria Burgess. I hope you'll join me again next week. Until then, don't just count the days in your life. Make the days in your life count. That's what legacy living is all about. Here's to you. Have a fantastic day. Be sure to make it a yes kind of day. And remember, celebrate. Celebrate the music of your life. Make the days in your life count.